Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. For today's pick a card reading, I wanted to do their current thoughts and feelings. So for each pile, I am going to do an energy check so you'll know if you resonate with the current energy, whether or not it is symbolic of your person's thoughts and feelings in the tarot. So yeah, we have 3 piles to choose from. I was very drawn to green crystals today, so that's very symbolic of love and the heart chakra. But for pile number 1, we have ruby fuchsite. For pile number 2, we have ocean jasper. And for pile number 3, this is fluorite. I almost forgot. So if you need a minute to sit with the energy, you can pause it and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 1 and this ruby fuchsite heart, this is going to be a reading about how your person is currently feeling and thinking about this connection, current thoughts and feelings. So before we get into tarot, we are going to do an energy check. So this energy should show you how, you should resonate with it. And if you do resonate with it, it's symbolic that, or it's a sign that this is your pile. If you don't resonate with this opening energy, then, you can try another pile, or maybe there's not a reading here for you today, and that's okay. I will catch you next time. I will catch you on the flip side. Anyway, so the first thing I did was I pulled your energy, and it's so weird because every time I pull your energy, I want to put you on the left side, but for some reason in this pile, I want to put you on the right side today. So I'm not sure if that's symbolic of something, or if you are more in a masculine energy right now. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what that means because I've never had it happen to me before. For some reason, I always have you on the left, and who knows, maybe today you're resonating with the one on the left, but let's just get into it. So the card that came out for you is Unicorn. And so I do feel like you have an intuitive connection with this person. This could be a connection that awakened you to spirituality. So maybe this is a connection that you're just now starting to tap into your spirituality or get into tarot because of this connection. Or, I could see this being the type of energy where you met this person a while ago, and perhaps you're newly reconnecting with someone from the past. This is such a spiritual and magical card, the Unicorn. And it does show that you're very tapped into this connection spiritually, telepathically. I feel like you could be experiencing intuitive downloads about the future with this person. And, if this is someone new to you, this may be intimidating to you that, you can see a future with someone you only just met. And perhaps you're having feelings that you've never felt towards anyone before. Anyway, I am going to get, where's my book? I'm just going to peek at this Unicorn card. All of the decks I'm using today are by this Kim Kranz. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. So it feels like through this connection, you've reconnected with your higher self or spirituality, divinity, or you've started to, like I said, I could see this as a connection where it's new and it's kind of, perhaps it's a new soul connection that's starting to awaken the magic within you. Let me just see what I want to say here. It's almost, there's this energy about, I don't want to say too good to be true, but there is this very magical energy about this pile. So take that as it resonates. Almost as if it almost feels unbelievable. Your person's energy is coming up as the otter, and that is water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is someone who is very curious about you and someone who feels content with you. And that's what I mean. I'm not sure if this is new and you guys are just starting this, you know, soul connection together, or if this is something that's been, I don't know why I'm hearing percolating. Percolating? Is that like how you make a percolator? Why am I hearing that? Maybe this is, I don't even know if that's the right word. Percolating is what I'm hearing. It could have been growing for a while. You know, like I said, I could see this as being very new or a reconnection. The otter is very symbolic of joy, contentment, playfulness. I'm seeing like excited energy. So it feels like this person is very curious and excited about you. And you feel this almost telepathic connection with this person, or you feel this intuitive pull towards this person. I could see this being, just because we have the unicorn and the otter, I'm not sure why I'm getting this, but you could be older than this person because there's like this playfulness, this immaturity about the otter to me. So it could be that you are older, or there's like a difference between you, and you're kind of saying like, why is my intuition telling me to go towards that otter person? It doesn't make sense. Like, and it almost feels too good to be true. Anyway, that's what I'm hearing. Like I said, for some of you, when I can't tell if it's new or reconnection, that can be symbolic of someone who has very much changed. I don't know why I keep getting world card energy with the otter, but with contentment, that can come, that sense of contentment and fulfillment can come with the world card. So it's, that's really weird. I just saw something. I don't even know what I just saw. I just saw a weird flash. Anyway, it could be symbolic of someone who's, you know, completed a cycle. I don't know why I'm seeing like a Knight of Cups, someone who was perhaps immature in the past, and maybe they had some growing up to do. For the connecting energy, we have the internal child, and this is very much, to me, Six of Cups energy. It speaks of a very playful energy, similar to this otter, you know? My throat's closing over with this pile. Very interesting. So if you are with this person, maybe there's, you know, lack of communication about feelings, because I was hearing like a vulnerable, shy energy, immature. So it's possible that this person doesn't always share how they're feeling. With the internal child, the other energy that I'm getting is perhaps this is someone who, when I think of an otter, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but like I see the slippery side of an otter. And with this internal child, it is a very playful, not following the rules, like really following the beat of your own drum type of energy. So it's possible that this is someone who, you know, isn't interested in a label or commitment. Take that as it resonates. With the internal child, I do feel an inner child connection between the both of you. So it's like your inner child connects somehow. And to me, what that means is, you know, you and this person could have, well, first of all, bringing out that inner child energy, it's like you feel like a teenager again, you know, they bring out, it's like that giggly energy, that excited to, you know, when you had a crush at school, you know, and you were excited to get up and go to school. It's like music could be symbolic between the two of you. Maybe you connect through music, but it's just this fun energy where I feel like the two of you, you know, laugh together. You bring out the silliness in each other, I'm hearing. Anyway, like I said, for some of you, it could be that this is someone who you've connected with in the past. And it could be that right now, if you're not resonating with this being a newer connection or one that you're in, I can see this being the energy of inner child healing taking place right now between the two of you in separation if you're not talking. Because I'm also seeing this energy of this curious otter, you know, almost not making a move. And it's possible that there is inner childhood healing that needs to happen before the two of you can reconnect. So it's like this energy, the otter isn't moving, it's curious, and it's, you know, peeking over this energy in the middle at the unicorn, at you. And you're in the energy of listening to your intuition. Like, no matter what the situation is here, this is a connection where intuitively you feel like there's something bigger that's supposed to happen or that's going on with the unicorn card, whatever the current energy between you, if you're talking or not. Anyway, that's what we're seeing. So like I said, for some of you, I could see this being you're with this younger or more immature person who wants to have fun, wants to be in the now, doesn't want to put a label on things. And perhaps logically, you know, you're thinking, well, that's never going to work in the long run. Like, I want to know where this is going. Maybe you want monogamy. But still, your inner self, your higher self, your intuition is telling you that there's something important here. And I'm just, you know, I'm being called to these two hands and the internal child. I just feel this, like your inner children connect. And I'm seeing like this Six of Cups. You know how sometimes you see two children exchanging cups as if their souls know each other, their inner children know each other. You and this person could have similar upbringings, or an upbringing that kind of triggers each other's inner childhood wounds. Anyway, if that sounds like your energy, if that sounds like your energy, then let's get into the tarot. Like I said, I'm using all, the same creator made all of these decks. So let's have a look. I'm just going to cut the deck before we begin. And we do have the Chariot here. Beautiful card. I love this card. So Chariot energy is forward movement. So that's what I mean. I was either feeling you're together or this person is approaching you. If it's returning, I mean, this person is approaching you kind of from the past. Oh, lots of horse imagery. And look at what I have sitting right next to me. That's interesting. I didn't put it away, and I thought, I even looked at it and touched it before I started this reading and thought, no, I'll put it away later. Very interesting. Horse could be symbolic. The year of the horse, is that a thing? I'm not up to date on the Chinese zodiac, except like I know I'm a rat. Horse. The symbolism of horse could be symbolic. So, you know, you could look that up. What does a horse mean spiritually? The horse in this deck is very symbolic of free spirit. So maybe, you know, this person brings out that wild free spirit within you. Maybe you're someone who's very used to, or maybe they are. Somebody here could be very used to following the rules and conforming. And this connection could kind of bring out that wild side. I'm also, with all the horse energy, I'm feeling called to that quote that I always talk about from Sex and the City, where she says, I don't know the exact quote, but it's along the lines of, maybe we aren't meant to be tamed, maybe, and settle down. Maybe we're meant to run free until we find someone to run free with us. So that could be symbolic here. Anyway, we do have the Chariot, forward movement, and we do have the Five of Cups here, which is, you know, sadness and regret. So for some of you, it is possible that this person is coming, you know, towards you from the past, or this is a past person. Anyway, there is this energy with the Chariot and the Son of Swords. You could be concerned about moving too quickly with this person, especially if they don't want to label it or settle down and they're kind of a free spirit. You could be very hesitant to move forward with this person in fear that you're going to get hurt. But anyway, we're getting into their feelings and thoughts now. I'm going to stop analyzing your situation. Three of Wands, forward movement, beautiful. Whatever the situation, we have forward movement and progression, planning for the future. The Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, that's the start of stability, you know, fresh chapter, whatever that means to you. And I kept hearing Pentacle there, even though that's the Sun. I know that's the Sun, so anyway, when I was, that Sun and the way that I put you on the right side, you could be someone who's struggling with your own masculine energy right now. And what I mean by that is you could be someone who's struggling to know your worth and find that confidence that you deserve something like this. Anyway. Three of Cups. So we have 3-3 coming out. Interesting. And the Magician. So let's look at this person's feelings towards you, my friend. We have the World. And what was I saying about the Otter? I was getting world energy from that otter. So world energy. So for some of you, you know, you could be at a distance from this person. You could have met this person online. Like maybe this seems too good to be true because you met this person online. And perhaps, you know, they're not ready to, I know I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to analyze your situation. Anyway, it could be that for some of you, you met this person online and perhaps this person, you know, isn't ready to meet in person. And perhaps, you know, it kind of seems too good to be true. And maybe your intuition is telling you, you know, there's something special here, but your logical mind is saying something else. I think it's also symbolic. I was talking about the world energy, that perhaps this is someone who's been through an important shift or learned some type of lesson, completed some type of pattern, especially when it comes to childhood wounding. You know, I am getting the energy that for some of you, this can be a returning person that you've had to kind of trust in this situation with the unicorn. And like I said, maybe when you met this person, you were just that horse. And through this journey, you've evolved into this magical unicorn. Anyway, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So that's renewal energy. Very interesting. Very interesting. Eight of Pentacles to me is also, you know, investing in something for the future. So it's possible, you know, that, like I said, if this isn't a returning person, I got to stop this. If this is someone new that you met online, it's possible, you know, that they're still working on themselves in order to feel, for some reason I'm getting the energy, if that's true, if that's you, that this person is feeling the need to improve themselves before meeting you in person. But anyway, I do think this person thinks the world of you with the World card. I know it sounds cliche, but with this like joyful inner child energy, this person does feel very fulfilled with you. You know, they feel that energy of contentment. I'm almost hearing like the energy of coming home. Oh, I'm hearing, the other day I was hearing something in my head and I couldn't figure out what it was, and it was Sleepless in Seattle, and that's what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing when he describes touching his wife's hand when they first met or something, and he said it felt, I have goosebumps, it felt like coming home. And now I feel like crying for some reason, so I don't know what that's about. Oh dear, let's see how your person's thinking about this. We have the Son of Wands. So very interesting, because I was bringing up the horse, right? The horse in this deck, free spirit, Knight of Wands. And oftentimes in tarot, you see a horse on the Knight of Wands card. Anyway, we do have the Son of Wands. So this person is feeling very, I see two sides. I'm seeing two sides to this story, okay? So for some of you, this is someone who's feeling a lot of excitement and a lot of energy towards you, a lot of passion. And I feel like it does make them feel vulnerable, because I feel like they've never felt that type of connection before. I have to be honest about what I'm channeling here. I feel like I'm channeling the two energies that I'm picking up on is almost like the energy when you first met this person years ago or whatever, a year ago, months ago, and then the energy that they're coming back in with after a separation. So I know that sounds weird. If this is a new connection, I don't want you to be afraid that there's a separation in your future. But for some of you, I feel like I'm channeling the energy when you first met them, and then I'm picking up on a collective of you that you're in separation. Because with this Knight of Wands, we do have the Hanged Man on the bottom, and that's giving me the energy that right now this person, you know, is perhaps not speaking with you, Hanged Man energy, gaining a new perspective on this connection. When I saw that horse card in my brain, and I said free spirit, I immediately thought of the Knight of Wands, you know, someone who is intimidated by this connection. Remember I was talking about the slipperiness of the otter. And with this internal child, I was getting that energy of not wanting to put a label on it, you know, fear of commitment, fear of a label. So more of that, like it's like a more immature energy. So for some of you, I can see this being someone who, you know, perhaps pushed this connection away or took it for granted in the past and is now returning here after a lesson, world card energy, curious about what you're up to. And what's interesting is intuitively, you're still pointing towards this person, you know, energetically, I feel like you're still open. If that's not you and you're resonating with new, what I'm seeing is you're giving this person a new perspective here with Hanged Man energy. Like I said, with the internal child, I was feeling the energy of someone who is having feelings that they've never felt before. You know, it almost doesn't make sense after such a short time, or after being an online connection, whatever that doesn't make sense storyline is for you. It's like this person is feeling things they've never felt before, Knight of Wands, and it's giving them a new perspective here. Okay, Let's see a few more about their thoughts here. We have the Magician. So very interesting. In the beginning, I was talking about perhaps you're someone who's getting intuitive downloads about this connection in the future, even though you just met, or if you did just meet. This person, something very similar. So for how they're thinking about this Magician, they are seeing this type of unlimited energy, this unlimited potential energy within this connection. And what this means is they could be getting downloads about the future with you that is scaring them. Like, I'm going to be honest, with the Knight of Wands and the Otter, I just feel this like kind of nervous energy where they're getting these intuitive downloads about the future, where they're, you know, they're seeing a future with you. Like, let's say this person has kids. I feel like they're seeing a future where you're hanging out with them and their kids, and it's popping into their head very randomly, and they're not seeing it for what it is. They're getting little glimpses from their higher self, but they just think they're, you know, imagining things or going crazy, and that can be very intimidating for a person. We also have the Four of Cups here. So this is an energy, like, you can see this person kind of holding back. So for some of you, this person is not communicating with you right now. They're trying to think about how to come towards you. If you are in a relationship with this person, I feel like this person may be a little inconsistent right now. With the Otter, I was seeing that slippery energy, childlike energy. They could be acting a little bit more immaturely. With these cards, I'm seeing someone who maybe is holding back from you, you know, not giving you as much energy as you would like. This could also be someone who is holding back because they're trying to figure out this connection. The Son of Wands, the Knight of Wands can be an inconsistent energy. So it's possible that this person is, you know, feeling intimidated by some of the energy here. Anyway, for those of you where this is a returning person, this is someone trying to figure out how to come back towards you, what can they say? I also feel called to bring up that we have the cheetah here, and the cheetah is very symbolic of divine masculine energy and momentum, force, forward movement. And we see this cheetah like paw on the pentacle. And here we see this, I know it's a sun or whatever, but I see a pentacle as well. So it does feel, for returning, that this is someone who is, you know, trying to figure out how to come towards you. Like I said, this Otter energy is a very curious, like, what you got going on over there type of energy. And we see this cheetah has its hand over the pentacle. So very interesting energy. With the Four of Cups, this person could have a fear that you won't want to reconnect here if you know this person. It always, like, I don't mean to confuse you, but I'm channeling like two different energies here, so I just have to go with it. Let's see their current feelings about you. So how are they feeling about you? We have the Sun and the Star. Oh my gosh. Inner child, the Sun. You know, you have this person lit up inside. If this is a new connection, they are feeling lit up. They are feeling like tapped into their inner child. You bring this joy that they've kind of never felt before. Remember, contentment with the Otter. Contentment and fulfillment, Sun and the World. This person, this is definitely an important connection because we have a lot of major arcanas coming out. So this is I don't want to say life-changing connection, but I almost want to say life-changing connection, or spiritually life-changing connection. So for how this person feels about you, you know, lots of happiness, joy. They feel this radiant energy from you and from exchanging energy with you. We see it right here. And star, you know, this is someone who has hope for this connection, feels connected to you in a way maybe they can't explain with that star energy, and they feel drawn towards you, you know, very drawn towards your energy. Ace of Cups, so there's that love. You know, this person's heart is opening to you. Remember, I told you I used green stones today, and my heart is pounding during this reading. Very interesting. Now, let's backtrack to returning. So if this is a returning person, this is someone who is feeling like they need to bring you clarity, that they need to come towards you, that, you know, they haven't been able to let go of your energy with the star. This is someone who still has hope for this. You know, like I said, that otter peeking over this. You know, what are you doing over there? The star is symbolic of also, with the sun and the star, to me, it's very clear that this person is drawn to your energy. You have a healing energy about you with the sun and the star for how they feel about you. They're very drawn to whatever it is, this love that you give. They're very drawn to it. I'm hearing healing elixir, which is like temperance energy. And Ace of Cups is renewal energy. Remember, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, both renewal types of energy. So this person does feel, you know, drawn to you here. That's bottom of the deck energy. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. Two of Cups. Oh, my friends. See, this is what I mean. This person, maybe if this is new, I could see this person holding back because they're intimidated of the energy they're feeling for you. We have the Mother of Cups and the Two of Cups. So for new love, this is someone, what was I just saying? Being drawn to your healing, loving energy, the star, the sun, and that Ace of Cups. I was feeling healer, something about your energy. Queen of Cups, there it is. Highly intuitive. You know, they feel you're highly intuitive. For new love, you know, this person feels this intuitive pull towards you. They feel like you're very loving, very giving, and I don't think they've experienced that before. And like I said, it intimidates them. You could be giving off a very, you know, you could be giving off a mother, like a mother energy. And I don't mean that you're treating them like a child or like they're another child to you. That's not what I'm talking about. But if this is someone who has like inner child wounding, it's possible that they've never experienced that type of love from their parent or their mother. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm getting with this energy, is they could be feeling like you're someone that, you know, they've never experienced this type of compassion with. Anyway, very beautiful energy. For returning, message here. Again, we have on the bottom, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Mother of Cups. So again, I feel like this person is younger or more immature or more like less spiritually aware, something. They're younger in some sense. But returning love, this is someone who may be at a crossroads. I don't normally hear that with this card, but I feel like this is someone where perhaps, you know, there was stagnant energy here or hanged man energy. And we see that how this person is feeling about you. You have your arm over this cup. And with the returning energy, with the Four of Cups, I was hearing someone who feels, you know, like you're going to reject them. And that's what it feels like here. Like you're protecting your energy right now, where they're not quite sure how you're feeling for returning. Anyway, I had to ask. Or I mean, I had to say it. And yeah, we have the Son of Cups on the bottom. So that is the energy, Knight of Cups, you know, feelings. This person has romantic feelings for you. Again, there's this energy of perhaps not knowing what to do with them or feeling overwhelmed by them. For those of you returning, this can be the energy of, you know, wanting to rekindle things. Let's see this person's intentions. Let's see this person's intentions. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So this person's intentions, no matter what the situation, it's interesting because I see the Lovers. I see the Lovers there. And remember, I was talking about a choice. Anyway, for intentions, they intend to invest in this. If this is new, their plans are to keep investing in this. Now remember, Seven of Pentacles, that is an energy of sometimes waiting. So you may have to, this person may be taking their time investing in this connection. For those of you returning, this energy, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, is the energy of when the time is right, this person plans to come in for a renewal here. Either way, it's, you know, when the time is right, they are investing. Let's see their action or continued action towards you. Interesting. So we have, very interesting, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So I'm actually going to get another one as well, because Five of Pentacles is an energy of isolation. And what I'm hearing is with new, I am hearing that this person may be holding back from you a bit. And it could come from a place of fear of abandonment. And Six of Swords here is giving me the energy that continued action with this person, if you're talking to this person, it's like, it's the energy of them wanting to keep connecting, keep moving into calmer waters. But we see this fear here. This person, for new, does have a fear of abandonment, I think. And it could come from like a parental wound is what I'm hearing. And Six of Swords is kind of the energy of, it's connecting, but it's not like connecting at that Six of Cups level. It's kind of like I'm seeing just coasting along. So if this is a new person, I feel like continued action right now, I'm going to get another card, is that they're kind of just, they're being very careful. They're being very almost hesitant about, because there's a fear of abandonment here, a fear of getting hurt by you. So like I said, it's not bad, but it's kind of like a coasting type of energy for their continued actions right now. I'm going to get another one. Action or continued action, please, Spirit. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Son of Pentacles. So there's that's exactly what I was hearing with that coasting along energy. Not that the Knight of Pentacles is a coaster, but it's slow. It's very slow. So if this is new, this person wants to take it slow. I think because they have wounds, parental wounds, about perhaps abandonment. For those of you who this is returning, it's very clear to me that this is someone, for actions, coming out of isolation, coming out of the cold, wanting to reconnect with you. You know, the Six of Swords, when it comes to past, is about reconnecting and moving into calmer waters. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Son of Pentacles, which is the energy of renewal. It's the energy of dedication, being dedicated to this renewal. You know, the Son of Pentacles is the most determined knight in the deck. So it does feel like this person is determined to come towards you to possibly even elevate into, you know, Emperor energy or King of Pentacles energy, so that they can have a renewal here with you. I'm just going to look at near future energy because I'm nosy. Let's look at near future energy between the two of you. Interesting. So we have Hanged Man energy. So near future energy, that's the energy of new perspective. It's also the energy, you know, of perhaps someone holding back a bit, which is what I was getting with their next actions. I want to see advice for if this is a new connection. I kind of want to isolate this energy here. We also had the 10 of Wands on the bottom. New energy. What is the future of this connection? New energy. So interesting. We have, for new energy, I mean, future energy of this pile, we have 4 of Wands, which is union. So future energy for new, I asked, new love. We do see union and marriage and commitment here. I just feel like this person wants to take things slow and has some growing to do. We also have 10 of Pentacles, which shows, you know, this person's intentions and their actions are kind of to keep investing in this. And in the future, we do see 10 of Pentacles. So that's solid foundation here. You know, that's a union with long-term potential here, my friends. Let's see returning love. Advice for returning love. What can you tell me about returning love, please, Spirit? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Look! Oh my gosh. Huh. That is so interesting. Temperance and the Ace of Swords. So there's a breakthrough moment here. What did I say? Healing elixir. I said it. Healing elixir, temperance. We have temperance here. So we do have, for returning love, we do have communication. We have a moment of clarity, a breakthrough moment where this comes into balance. This is, you know, alchemy here. This is the balancing of feminine and masculine energies. Very beautiful energy, my friends. Like I said, I heard when that 4 of Wands came out, future energy for this pile, you know, no matter what, if you're new, if this is returning. Beautiful. And look, we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, which is a turning point. You know, a breakthrough moment, a turning point. This wheel starts to spin again. This is happening in divine timing, and we have Strength, which I love this card. It's so beautiful. These cards, the art on them, chef's kiss. But I also see this as, you know, someone having the strength to come towards you with an offer. And we see kind of this unbreakable bond here with that infinity energy. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. So I feel like I should get something else here. So what do I want to get? Do I want to get you message cards? I think I do. Let's just see what comes out in the message cards. Let's just see what comes out. So what does this person's higher self want to say to you? This was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. So take that as it resonates. That's not going to resonate for all of you. I can see that resonating for returning. I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. Soul connection, I told you. We have, this isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business. I'm going to take this one and this one. Oh, twin flames. Yeah. That's kind of what I was, anyway. That's what I meant by, I thought I was looking at the beginning of a counterpart connection. / then like a reconnection. Anyway, I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and didn't want to lose my freedom. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, we have them at a crossroads. So interesting, because I was seeing a crossroads here. So for some of you, this person is, you know, they're being faced with the decision, like, I want to commit to this person. I feel commitment energy with this person. You know, am I ready to give up my independence? Because we do have someone here afraid of commitment, which Knight of Wands and not the eel, the otter, was giving me kind of that energy. Anyway, my friends, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose Pile 2 and this Ocean Jasper, then this is going to be your reading about how your person is feeling about you, and you should resonate with the opening energy. And if you don't resonate with this energy, it just means it's not your pile. You can check another one. And if, you know, you don't resonate with any of the energy, it just means that I wasn't channeling your energy today. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm not sure what order these cards are in, but these cards are meant to represent you and your person and then the connecting energy. And like I said, if you resonate with that energy that I'm explaining, then it's a sign that the tarot cards that I'm pulling are for you. I'm using all cards by the same creator here, which is Kim Krantz. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, the tarot deck I'm also using is by that person. So this is your energy. So for your energy, we have the crow, and that's air energy. And this is very, you know, it's a psychic energy. It's an intuitive energy, which is coming through in multiple piles today. And what I think that means, what I believe it means, is that a lot more of us are starting to wake up, especially to our intuitive abilities and trusting our intuition rather than, you know, what society is telling us. This is a very, you know, magical energy, very magician type energy, high priestess energy. And I feel like you are very spiritually enlightened now because we see this orb just glowing here. You could be seeing a lot of crows or ravens. I know there's a difference between the two. I apologize. I'm not meaning to offend anyone. But you could be seeing those as a guide right now. You could be receiving signs. You know, that could be a huge sign about this connection with that energy. For the connecting energy, we have the heart. And for some reason, when I pulled this card this morning, I immediately felt Six of Swords energy. And I don't think that you're connecting with this person right now. I feel what I'm looking at is two people on an inner journey. On their own inner journey, getting to know themselves, reconnecting with themselves. And with this nest card, this nest image, it's very much reminding me of like Four of Swords. So it feels like, for some reason, I'm getting Six of Swords. So like there's a disconnect. And perhaps right now you're in Four of Swords energy. I was also seeing the image of the golden egg from this, because I believe the golden egg is in the same nest. Like I said, this is all made by the same creator. So it's the fact that you're on this glowing orb here, I feel like that's very symbolic that current energy, you're both going through spiritual awakenings on your own, like separately. And for some of you, you may even be, you know, you and this person may be trying to move on from this connection in your own lives, with that Six of Swords energy I'm getting. I do think it's symbolic that we have the heart here, because I feel like the spiritual awakening that you and this person are going through was brought on by this connection. Anyway, for your person's energy, we have the oyster. And this came out in reverse so strongly that I couldn't ignore it. And that's what's giving me the energy that this person is holding back from you now. Because we see you, psychic ability, intuition, going through some type of awakening, some type of leveling up here. I'm hearing ascension. And you're on this glowing orb, you know? And like I said, I was seeing the golden egg with this card. So tapping into your true authentic self, waking up spiritually or spiritually evolving if you're already spiritual. But with this oyster in reverse, it's like this person has pulled back their energy from you. It's like it actually, I think in the book says clammed up, or it clams up. And what I want to remind you about this oyster card is that within this oyster shell, there's the same type of magic unfolding that for you, I feel is unfolding, and you know it. Like, you know that it's unfolding. You're aware of it with this energy, because you're standing on top of this glowing orb. And I'm getting the energy that you're fully aware of what's going on here. But I feel like this person is not. Because in this oyster, I know that there's this pearl, you know, growing. We can see kind of the radiant light shining out of this oyster. So I do feel like there's some type of transformation happening. But this energy, you know, I know this energy well because I am an oyster. And, you know, an oyster person pulls back, you know, they retreat. And especially in reverse, you know, I feel like maybe there was a delay in your person's awakening for some reason. Like I said, for you, it's right, like you're standing on top of your orb there. You are owning your spirituality, I feel. But this person, I feel like there was a delay, and they actually, perhaps the closer they got to awakening, the closer they got to that golden egg energy, the more they ran, the more they pushed, the more they hid. Anyway, the pearl comes from irritation. So I feel like, you know, perhaps there was a disconnect between the two of you, and perhaps there was a lot of irritation or fights in this connection. I'm actually not using books today, but I can't help myself. I'm just going to look at the reversal of the oyster. That's water energy, so we have air and water. And the oyster, to me, is like slightly magical. It does talk about hiding inner treasures, so it's almost like high priestess energy, so you don't really know what's going on with this person, I don't think. It's being kept back from you. I don't think you're talking. It does say when out of balance, reluctant, clams up. So that's what I was hearing earlier. Anyway, so that's what we're seeing for the energy here. So I don't feel like you're talking to this person. Or maybe, you know, you're open to talking to them, but they're not talking to you, because the oyster's in reverse here. So like I said, it's like this person has kind of burrowed themselves away in this nest here, because perhaps they're about to go through spiritual growth, and perhaps their higher self knows it. So their higher self, you know, has directed them towards isolation and this nest, so that they can experience it, you know? I feel really called to look at the golden egg. I'm sorry. I feel really called to look at the golden egg, because as soon as that card came out, I saw the golden egg. So look at what I mean. See the nest? It's the same artist. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. And here we have the heart, center of the heart in this nest. Anyway. And it cannot be heard until you retreat from the noise of modern day life. And I feel like you're someone who can deal with modern day life and hear the message. You know, I feel like you're someone that you're evolving and growing. This is supposed to be about their feelings. I did this in pile 1. I just get so passionate. Like, I get so into it. Anyway, you're someone who can deal with the busyness of everyday life and still hear your inner self, still hear your spirit guides, whatever it is that you believe in. And perhaps you're even not using your spirituality, but bringing your spirituality into your everyday life. Like, maybe you're speaking about it. Maybe you're teaching people about it. I don't know where I'm going with that. But this person they needed to retreat in order to hear this message. And this heart talks about being disconnected from your heart center, you know? So I feel like this person has kind of been forced into retreating in order to have realizations and awaken spiritually. The golden egg needs warmth, quiet, time to unfold, no rushing, pushing, or grasping. So perhaps, you know, as spiritual as you are, there was no way you could push, or whatever that said. You couldn't control the situation. You couldn't rush, push, or make this person grasp the situation here. They needed to figure it out for themselves. And the only way for them to figure that out was to be disconnected from you. So however that happened, like I said, with this energy, it almost feels like you're open to this person, but they are closed off. But take it as it resonates. Perhaps you're someone who's like, I am not open to that person. Anyway, so we're gonna get tarot here. Like I said, I'm using this. That's exactly what I was hearing. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. I was hearing 10 of Wands when I was saying this person had to be like pushed into retreat. 10 of Wands, we talk about it around here, that's that energy where you can't take it anymore. You have to like put the baggage down. You have to put the wands down and pick up that Ace of Wands, spiritual awakening. That's how I'm seeing it in this sense. 10 of Wands, you know, there had to be a tower moment here. There had to be an ending. There had to be a disconnect. And the more this person fights it, the more they turn their little shell around and deny it, the more wands the universe puts on their back. You know, there's this energy of judgment, which reminds me of the 10 of Wands, which is once you have that realization of what you need to do, what your soul is telling you to do, which is, you know, when your higher self tells you to take action towards something, the minute your soul, your higher self tells you to do that and you ignore it, the universe throws like more and more wands on your back until you have no choice but to make that move. Anyway, 10 of Wands here. So let's have a shuffle. We have Mother of Cups. So that could be, you know, symbolic of this person, how they feel about you, that maybe you are closed off to them right now. I do believe that this is symbolic that you are focused on yourself right now. Let's try that again. High Priestess, yes. Yes. Lines up with that crow energy. You know, also, High Priestess, what's going on with this person, you don't even know. It's being kept from you. You know, they're going through perhaps a major spiritual awakening that you can't see. Although you can see it because you're magic. I just saw the World there. And the Three of Pentacles. So the World you know, is symbolic of closure, completion, completing of cycles. It's also symbolic of being at a distance, which I was getting right away. You and your person are at an emotional distance, a physical distance. There's disconnect. Interesting. We have the Hierophant, and then we have that crow there. Spiritual ascension, spiritual growth happening separately. So we have Ace of Wands. What did I say? Ace of Wands. I said it. Once you have that Ace of Wands moment and you put it off and you put it on the back burner, Spirit just keeps piling on those wands until you make that move. Spiritual awakening, you know. I know a lot of people don't say spiritual awakening with Ace of Wands, but it is connected to spirit. It's connected to the action we feel propelled to take from our inner selves or from spirit. It can also represent the action we take after a spiritual awakening, after a spiritual realization. Awakenings don't have to be, you know, some people say they have spiritual awakenings when they're having, you know, some realizations about things. Some people say that they're having a midlife crisis when they're having a spiritual awakening. I truly believe that. I truly believe that quarter life crisis, midlife crisis, those labels that we've given them are just people who have woken up and realized. I mean, when we think about a midlife crisis, what do people do? They change their life. You know, they wake up and they realize they're not happy in their marriage. They leave their person, their marriage of however many years. They buy a sports car, and we call it a midlife crisis. What if that person is awakening spiritually to their higher path, you know? I'm not saying your higher path has a sports car in it. That's weird to me. But what I'm saying is, I think a lot of the times those midlife crisis label that we give to people is actually someone going through a spiritual awakening. You know, it's not someone having a mental breakdown when they decide they're unhappy in their marriage and they want an 8 of Cups. That's, I think that society, I don't know why I'm going down this road, but I feel like society has made us think it's bad to choose ourselves. Anyway, I have no idea why I went down that tangent or had that tangent, but whatever. So let's see how they're feeling about you. So right underneath, we do have the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So this is someone who's realizing that, you know, intuitively, they feel this wish fulfillment energy with you. And, you know, that Ace of Wands, it could be this person. I don't know if it's them taking action, because we've got this energy of you evolving, them awakening, and you reconnecting with yourselves independently. So I don't know if this Ace of Wands symbolizes, you know, action they will take yet. To me, it feels more like they're waking up to this, you know, they're waking up to the fact that intuitively their heart says, their soul says, there's something special here. So let's see their current thoughts about this connection. We have Judgment, Awakening. Hello. Hello. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. We have Son of Pentacles on the bottom, so very slowly awakening to this, you know. This is the energy that I was trying to say with the 10 of Wands. I was actually using kind of a similar, there's a similar analogy or whatever about judgment, which is the day that you realize you've done the inner reflecting and you realize I made a mistake, I need to right my wrong. Every day that you go not righting your wrong and putting it on the back burner, imagine a rope, okay? So you have a straight rope with no knots. You make a bad decision, you tie a knot in it. And every day that you deny that you made that wrong decision and that you don't take accountability, a knot gets tied in that rope every day, one knot, day after day. And then once you realize that you need to make things right, every day that you don't make things right, another knot is added. And in a deck that I really love, I don't think I have it out. I don't think I have it out anywhere right now. In one of these decks that I have, the Ace of Swords is actually a sword, and behind it is a massive knot, symbolic of that breakthrough moment where, you know, you have clarity and judgment, you take accountability, and you cut that rope. Anyway, I'm like super ranty in this pile. So maybe you're a light worker. I don't know. Because I'm like really chatty in this pile. So yeah, we have judgment. So they do feel like perhaps they made the wrong judgment call in the past. They are going through an awakening, you know, a realization. And they are reflecting inward, this oyster. How are they thinking about this connection right now? How is this oyster person thinking about this connection right now? So we do have the Page of Cups coming out in reverse. So that's you know, feeling vulnerable. That's feeling scared. That's kind of that oyster in reverse energy right here. Could be that this person, you know, has lack of hope. Shy, vulnerable, I told you. Emotionally immature, insecure. So that's how they're thinking about this connection right now. They're feeling very insecure about it, insecure about perhaps what they're realizing about themselves, because if this is someone going through judgment, they're having all kinds of realizations about the choices they've made and the actions they've taken, perhaps some of the things that happened within this connection. And now they're feeling very insecure about coming towards you. They're feeling shy and vulnerable, closed off, clammed up, oyster in reverse. That's magic. Let's see their feelings for you here. Oyster, hermit energy, closed off. Like, what is happening here? Oh, I thought that was 2 cards. So look at how they're feeling about this. They're in deep reflection. They're turtling. And like I said, I feel like you'd be open to hearing from this person, or you're open to what this connection is, but this person closed off right now. You know, they're feeling like they really need to reflect and do some inner work, you know, look at themselves. Like I said, this judgment card, they've had a realization perhaps about some of the things they need to work on when it comes to themselves. Some of the things that they've kept within, not wanting to admit about themselves. We have death on the bottom. So definitely this person feels disconnected, like there was an ending here. And I feel like perhaps this person is struggling to find closure. Like I said, 6 of Swords. It feels like there's this energy of disconnection and trying to move forward, but also not being able to. So this person, you know, very transformative energy here. It feels to me like this pause, this disconnect, this hermit energy is actually causing them, it's transforming the way they're looking at themselves and you. Interesting. Let's see how else they're feeling about you. They could be thinking about you a lot at night. I'm hearing burning the midnight. Is it midnight oil or midnight candle? I don't know. Expressions are not my thing. I do not understand them. I take them very literally. So like when someone says no skin off my back, I don't even want to tell you what I see. I'm hearing though, burning the midnight whatever. So I feel like this person could be someone who is losing sleep over this. You could find that you're having problems sleeping right now. You could be waking up a lot. Very symbolic that this person is up thinking about you at night. So very interesting. Look at this for how they feel about you. We have the Eight of Cups. So it does feel like, you know, they walked away from this or you walked away from them. I feel like they walked away from you, if I'm being honest, with the oyster in reverse and the fact that you seem open. It feels like they walked away, but that the universe kind of orchestrated it. For how they feel about you, it does feel like they would have to leave the past version of themselves behind. You know, they feel like perhaps some of their, you know, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but some of what they've done as the past version of themselves have hurt you. You know, we see what's interesting about this card is that all the cups are smashed, and you don't normally see that on an Eight of Cups. Usually you see the cups are standing, or at least one is still there with something in it. But this one, they're all destroyed. And I think that's symbolic that this person feels, and I'll make it make sense, that they kind of, I'm hearing burn the bridge on their way out. I feel like maybe this person feels like they did a lot of damage as their past self. The reason I keep saying past self is because of this hermit energy, and that's very symbolic of doing inner work. And I feel like 9 is about, you know, stepping into your higher self. 8 is about the old you dissolving away. So it feels like this person feels like in the past, you know, they may have burned a bridge with you here. Now with the Empress in the world, for how they feel about you, they feel like you're irreplaceable, like nobody compares to you. They feel drawn to you. And, you know, I think it's very symbolic here that if you resonate with counterparts, even if you don't, if you just resonate with divine beings and soul connections and being divine, when someone mistreats someone who is divine, whatever you believe in, the universe creates a lesson for that person. People who are divinely guided and connected to source are believed to be protected, divinely protected. Therefore, if someone mistreats them or burns a bridge and crushes all their cups, there's going to be a lesson for that person, that other person. And that's kind of the energy I was feeling with the 10 of Wands and Judgment. It's like this person perhaps, you know, made the wrong judgment call, and the universe what was I going to say? Perhaps the universe kind of forced or pushed them into this awakening. I have to say it because earlier I was going on that rant about midlife crises, or however you say it, and about how, like, you know, sometimes we see middle-aged people, masculines typically, you know, wake up one day, decide they're not happy, they buy a sports car, whatever it is, whatever label we've given it. It could be for some of you that this is someone who needs to walk away from a connection in order to be with you, and that they know that 9 of Cups, intuitively, they know it's you they want to be with, but perhaps their ego is keeping them in their current situation. I had to bring it up with the 8 of Cups, just because that always gives me the energy of someone perhaps needing to walk away from a foundation they've already built in order to invest in this one. So for some of you, you know, the fact that I went on that rant about people leaving their spouses and people calling it midlife crises or mental breakdowns could actually be symbolic in this pile. I have, look at this. Oh my gosh. These two came out as well. They were flipped over, so I hadn't looked at them, and I almost said I wasn't going to look at them. But look, 4 of Swords, they're gaining clarity and enlightenment in this Four of Swords energy, which is exactly what I was saying that I was feeling, and star energy, there's healing happening here. You know, they feel hope for this. For some of you, you know, maybe they do need to release someone else in order to be with you. Anyway, this is someone who's gaining clarity in separation and who's healing and having these realizations. And they feel drawn to you with that star energy. They can't stop thinking about you. Remember, I said this person could be losing sleep over you. Four of Swords. And we have Five of Wands in reverse on the bottom. So this is someone who wants resolution. You know, they don't want these blockages here. So let's look at their intentions. What are their intentions? We have the Page of Swords. So their intentions, right now, they could be watching you, which is interesting. That's very interesting because they seem really closed off. So they could be secretly watching you from another account, or maybe they're just watching you and not doing anything. They could be asking people about you. But for intentions, this is communication. And we do have the Fool here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that is interesting. So what it looks like to me here, now that I see this Father of Swords, is for intentions. This is someone who wants to come in with clarity, talking to you, communication, taking accountability. Remember the Judgment card. Four of Swords, gaining clarity, then coming in and communicating this. Remember, I said we can't see your person's glow here. We can see yours. And here we see it. We see them taking action towards you, taking a leap of faith towards you. This Page of Swords, now that I see the King of Swords, it seems to me that this person is wanting to show you that they've learned their lesson. I'm hearing with the Page of Swords, which I've never actually heard that message like that before. So there's something here about them learning their lesson is what I'm hearing with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is also symbolic of a new chapter after a lesson that's been learned. Let's see their next actions towards you. What are their next actions? What in the heck is this? That is strange. I need to get one more. That just hit me in the forehead. You guys probably couldn't see it, but it flew up and like hit me right in the forehead. Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is an independent energy. So for actions, they may be coming to you independent. So, you know, if this is someone who is currently with someone, they're coming towards you independently, which means single. Nine of Pentacles is also, you know, them coming towards you with confidence. It's a stable offer that is based on foundation and self-improvement. Interesting. We have the Tower in reverse. So for actions, for some of you, I can't even believe I missed it when I was ranting about midlife crises, or however you say it. What I'm seeing is someone independent, perhaps leaving another foundation, which is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The other thing I'm seeing is, if that's not resonating with you, if your person isn't married, what I'm seeing is this person coming towards you with a very stable offer, and you're going to see a huge shift in them. Tower in reverse. This is someone who's been through a foundational shift. So they've leveled up since you saw them. They've changed. Nine of Pentacles. That's someone coming towards you very confidently, looking very different. A huge shift. Tower in reverse. I'm going to get one more. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I said I was going to get one more, but I thought I'll look at the bottom first. Eight of Wands. So this is someone who's been through a lot of growth and change. Eight of Wands. This is also that communication that I was talking about. So it feels to me like until this person has this shift and goes through this Tower moment, they're not communicating. And then once they go through that and they, you know, go through that hermit energy, tap into their inner self, their higher self, that's when they communicate with you. Two of Pentacles, beautiful. So let's see near future energy between the two of you. We have, interesting, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse. So that feels near future energy, which is like tomorrow onwards, feels like you're not energetically aligned right now. We do see Six of Swords. So that's that, to me, it's symbolic that near future energy, you're moving into calmer waters, but that it's not reciprocal yet. Like I said, I feel like this person has evolving to do before they communicate with you. They need to grow and evolve a bit and have kind of their foundation rocked, so that they can give you reciprocal energy, so that they can align with you. Because like I said, right now you're owning that orb and theirs is hidden. So I don't think right now you're energetically aligned, if that makes sense. What is the future of this connection? So this is beautiful because we do have the Lovers here. We have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can show conflict. What I'm seeing is the end of conflict with the Lovers. I want to get a clarifier for that Five of Swords. Show me that Five of Swords energy, please, Spirit. Show me that Five of Swords energy. Beautiful. That's what I was feeling. With the Lovers and the Five of Swords, what I was seeing is first of all, divine connection, love connection. Geese apparently always go back to the same mate whenever they return. From like, I'm not a goose expert. I am not a goose expert, but I do know that they return to the same mate, whenever that is, if that's when they come home from flying south. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But they choose each other, you know, and the Lovers is about a choice. Can be about divine connection. It's also symbolic of reciprocal love. And here right now, you know, it's showing you two are not aligned, but in the future it shows you aligned. Now with the Five of Swords, I was getting, you know, the end of conflict. And with the Ace of Cups, that's showing there's been some type of awakening here, an emotional awakening, where perhaps this person is starting to realize some of their own Five of Swords self-sabotaging tendencies within this connection, choosing to work on them, to take accountability for them, rather than clam up and just push another person away, if that makes sense. Let's see some advice for you about this. What is your advice about this connection? What is your advice about this connection? So we do have the Ten of Swords coming out. I just saw the Devil as well. So I do believe that there had to be an ending here. Oh, that's interesting. We have for advice, this is so interesting. We have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So to me, it shows there needed to be an ending here in order for this awakening to happen. And that this person right now, what did I say about evolving into their higher self and leaving their past self behind with the Eight of Cups? Eight of Swords, we see someone who is shedding that cocoon. You know, they have clarity. They're in the middle of shedding that cocoon. They're not ready to open their wings yet and fly. There's still healing that needs to be done. There's still reflecting that needs to be done. For some of you who are resonating with this person being married, This is very symbolic of this person taking action and ending a connection that they feel stuck in, you know? This energy, Eight of Swords right here, is a perfect, to me, perfect example of someone who's in an unhappy marriage because they feel like they're trapped there because they've made commitments, you know? I'm not saying that vows aren't important and commitments aren't important and all of that. What I'm saying is that some people who we think are going through midlife crises are actually people who are realizing they're not actually happy where they are in life. And they're waking up to the fact that they're not happy where they are in life. And they're realizing that the only person keeping them unhappy and in that situation is themselves because they do have free will. You know, for some of you, I feel advice-wise, I even feel through this ending that you have been through change and transformation and growth and, you know, are about to evolve into this spiritual priestess or whatever you are. And Page of Wands, again, Page of Wands is inspired action. So I do feel like right now this person is going through a transformation and that they will be reaching out to you. There's no thinking about it. They are going to reach out to you. To me, it's just a matter of when, because I feel like they have some growing to do. I keep hearing I love Lucy, except you've got some growing to do. Anyway, really weird. So I'm going to get you a few channeled messages from your person. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, please. If it doesn't resonate, just don't listen. I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. I told you, insecure. And I said that I don't feel like you two were at the same level. On the bottom, I'm feeling called to tell you, I know you are my soulmate. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. Babe could be symbolic. Maybe you're someone who says babe a lot. I am not. No hate. I don't care that you like to say babe. You fill your boots, my friend. You are so smart. You have me figured out. High Priestess. You see right through that shell of theirs. I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. And you know, I'm being very transparent with you, my friends. I was someone who judged people who went through midlife crises and things like that. I was someone who judged people who left their marriages and fell in love with new people. And I feel one of the reasons I was so judgmental about it is because it was a lesson that I was going to have to learn in my life. Because I did. And when I came to that place where I realized I wasn't happy, and I went to my friends and my family, they all told me that I was nuts. They all told me that I was having a midlife crisis. They all told me, why would you do that? So it could be that this person was given bad advice. Interesting. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work out because I'm madly in love with you and I was fighting it. I know this is divine. And remember, I specifically brought up what happens when you hurt or mistreat a divine connection. The universe responds. You are different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. And on the bottom, we have, I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So that could be another, oh, that's flipped over. That could be another sign. Oh, that could be another sign that they, there's family, you know, opinions here. Look at what's on the bottom. I'm only staying here for the kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If your person is not married and doesn't have kids, it doesn't mean this wasn't your reading. This is a collective reading, so I pick up on different energies, but that was coming through very clearly for a reason. So anyway, pile 2, I was like really into your reading. Oh, I just like zoned right in. I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light, my friend. I hope this helped you. You are a magical person. Keep doing you. Keep flaunting your spirituality, you know, keep bringing it into your everyday existence and keep trusting in it. Anyway, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 3 and this fuchsite, yes, fuchsite, no, fluorite. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with me in this crystal. This piece of fluorite, then this is going to be a reading about the situation. Very interesting. The first thing I'm hearing, the fact that I couldn't figure out if it was fuchsite or fluorite in my brain. One thing I'm wondering is if this is a connection where you were wondering if it was, like, you could have been questioning what this connection was, and if it was a counterpart connection or a karmic connection, and I'm hearing that, so I have to say it just because I was like, fuchsite, fluorite. So you could, you know, you could resonate with that energy where you're not quite sure if this was a karmic connection or a counterpart connection. You had very interesting cards coming out. You actually had 2 cards come out for you and 2 cards come out for your person, which didn't happen for any other pile. And I also, one of the cards that came out for your person was one of the cards I was seeing over and over again and talking about in pile 2. So I know people don't like to hear what's in the other piles, but I feel like pile 2 could be your past with this person. Or if you don't resonate with this reading, I think you'll resonate with pile 2 if that's... Anyway, so like I said, you both had 2 cards come out for you. So you have 4 cards here. No other pile had 4 cards. So let's just jump right in. And we'll see what's happening here. So the first card we had come out, which was your card, is the Elephant. And this is a very stable energy. You could really like elephants. I actually have an elephant out here in my setup today. And we actually see this elephant with a flame. So I feel like whoever this is, whatever the situation is, there's some type of, you know, soul spark between you. We do see that this elephant's tusk is broken. So I do feel like perhaps there was some fighting in this connection in the past, or some tower moments or obstacles. And still, even though I think maybe this person hurt you in some way, I feel like you feel this connection with them. This flame still burns. Like I said, you could resonate with counterpart energy, and maybe you were someone who was wondering once upon a time if this was a karmic connection, because that is something counterparts go through, where they start to question, is this actually my counterpart, or is this just a karmic? Anyway, your energy here, it seems like you're focused on yourself, but for some of you, I could see that maybe you're communicating with this person. Only you'll know. I don't really want to put you in a little box and make you stay there and make it so that if you're talking, this can't be your reading, or if you're in separation, this can't be your reading. But it definitely feels like you are focused on yourself the way the elephant is facing us. But like I said, there's still that flame there that burns for this person. Your person's energy came out as the golden egg. And like I said, you both had 2 additional cards come out with your energies, and I'll show them to you in a minute. But the golden egg is the energy of finally waking up. It's someone who is spiritually awakening. We see the spiritual symbol here. We have fire over here, so you could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But we see this golden egg nestled in this nest, and that's very symbolic that this person had to be on their own in order to discover this about themselves. I feel like maybe you were someone with this elephant card and the broken tusk. You could have been someone that, you know, was very tapped into your intuition, and perhaps you were a little headstrong. You know, you could have been... That is so weird. I keep seeing these weird reflections of light, and I just saw one again. I saw one in pile 1, and now I just saw one in this pile, and I don't know what it means. It's got to mean something. I tell you guys that I'm seeing these things, and you tell me what they mean, and I love it. Like yesterday, I had a very vivid dream where this feminine in my dream, and I was only asleep for like 20 minutes, leaned down, and she spoke a number to me, and somebody was like, that's your spirit guides trying to give you a very direct message. Look up what that number means. Anyway, what was I saying? I was going to say that I feel like perhaps you're someone who may be headstrong, stubborn with the elephant, very determined. And perhaps, you know, you tried to get this person to awaken. You tried to get them to see what this connection was about. And perhaps, you know, you got wounded in the process. Maybe you realized it didn't matter how forceful you were, you couldn't make this person wake up. And this golden egg is the energy of needing to waken up on your own. It's an energy that cannot be forced. It cannot be pushed. You can't make it happen. And it happens from rest and retreat from the everyday world. So I feel like, you know, you and your person, there was a separation where this was someone who in that separation started to awaken. And perhaps you're someone who wanted this to manifest more quickly, and perhaps you had to learn patience. The reason I'm saying that is because we have this golden egg, and I can't help it, but I'm hearing Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I want it now. Like, I want it now. So I feel like maybe this is something you've had to be patient for. Maybe it's taken time for this person to spiritually awaken. Now, connecting energy. I'll get to this in a minute. Connecting energy, we have the vision. And this is, it's just... This card is so many cards in one. I just don't even know where to begin. There's so many messages in this card for me, and I see so many other cards in it, you know? I see energy about, you know, that I feel like you and this person, if you're not already interacting in the 3D, you're interacting in the 5D. I feel like it's not just your souls are reaching for each other. Your souls are holding hands. Your higher selves are holding hands. And I don't know why I feel like crying when I'm saying that. I'm having an emotional reaction to this card, which is weird because I didn't feel this way when I first pulled the card for you. But sitting in this energy, channeling this energy, I'm feeling very emotional. And I feel... in this card, there's so many layers to this card, and I can't even explain it because I don't know enough about these cards to explain it thoroughly enough. But I see so many cards. I see the seed card, which the seed card is like the whole thing looks like this here, and there's a pearl in the middle of it. And that's like the start of something. So I feel like this started a while ago because that seed is underneath all this growth, okay? We see the pentacle here. I'm not quite sure what card that's from, but it gives me that energy of that seed again, that this pentacle was planted, and that, you know, I feel like your higher selves are really comforting each other through this journey. I'm seeing imagery from the World card in the tarot deck that I'm about to use, so I feel like the two of you could be at a distance right now. Perhaps you're at a distance physically, but you're connecting spiritually. It could be that you're at a distance physically, but you're connecting through words and communication. Like maybe you and this person are speaking to each other, but you're not in like face-to-face like contact with each other. So like online communication I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing is we have this darkness in the background of this card. Again, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm having a weird reaction to this card. It feels like perhaps both of you have been through a dark night of the soul because we see all this darkness here. Again, there's so many layers to this card, I don't even know where to begin. And I didn't hear it until just now. We do have the Cave here, which is another card in this deck. And in the Cave card, you see someone who's been in deep reflection. They're coming out of this glowing energy, golden egg, and they're coming out of the cave. So they're right on the edge of coming out of like hermit energy. And that's the energy that I'm feeling. I feel like perhaps you and this person with the mountain have been through many obstacles, or maybe there was many obstacles that needed to happen before the two of you could come back together. I'm seeing, the main thing I'm seeing here with these two owls is I'm seeing the energy of the King and Queen of Swords. I'm seeing, because in the deck that I'm using, the King and Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords and the Son of Swords, they're all owls. And it's very, you know, it's an intellectual energy, it's clarity, it's boundaries. So, you know, I'm seeing the energy that perhaps you had to put up boundaries in order for this person to gain clarity. It could have been that this person had to put up boundaries for you to gain clarity. But we see these two air energies, so air energy could be symbolic, listening to their intuition, trusting in their intuition. And, you know, again, for some of you, perhaps there's still distance between you. I feel like that distance is coming to an end. I feel like this is, if it hasn't already, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like reconnection, currently reconnecting or about to be reconnecting. And like I said, I'm having a weird emotional reaction to this card that doesn't really make sense to me. When I first pulled that card for you, I looked at it, but I just want to look in this book for a minute. So the king, which is the emperor, has that medallion in their hand, or one like it. Like I said, I just wanted to look at patience could be something, because like I'm looking through this book and normally I'd be like, I'm sorry, just wait, just give me a minute, or I'd pause it. But it's almost like Spirit's like, no, they can wait. They can be patient. They can wait. So we have the mountain in this image, which is what I was talking about. And you see someone coming out of this glowing energy at the edge here. And we see the ascent, the peak, the insurmountable. Grounded in the internal, steadfast, uplifting. So it does feel like something is coming to light here. Again, just give me a moment because I want to get the full... And again, Spirit's telling me they can be patient. They've waited this long for whatever this is. They can wait a few more minutes while you look through the book. Again, I'm really feeling called to look at what all this imagery is for you. So this imagery is in the riddle, which talks about a great awakening or an aha moment. Awakenings, I told you. Oh, that's this card. I almost got really excited. I'm like, oh, there's that coin. It's like, no, I'm just looking at this card, the vision. Again, I just keep hearing, be patient with me. Don't rush me. We have the seed, which is the card I was talking about, the beginning, the pearl, the origin, germinating, building. And that's what's under this entire image. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And it kind of feels like maybe that's the energy. Thanatos, however you say that, death. And we have the hands here. So like I said, there was some type of ending. And I feel like through this transformation, your higher selves have been connecting. I feel like this is symbolic of 2 deaths, 2 transformations that had to happen in each of you. Again, I'm getting a lot of energy from this card for you. And now I just want to make sure I looked at all of those ones. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And again, you could be in that energy right now where you're trying to make sure you haven't missed anything on your own spiritual journey. You haven't missed any lessons that you need to learn. This person could be feeling like, you know, I need to make sure I haven't missed anything that I need to heal and look at. Let me just make sure there's nothing else. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. So that's everything I was hearing. Now, so it does feel the vision like this is destined, this connection, and you can both see it. It's like you're both of your higher selves are in touch with this vision now. And if you're not already being intuitively guided back to each other, or if you're not already talking, you're being intuitively guided back to each other after a period of awakening and inner wisdom, like gained inner wisdom, I'm hearing. So this is where it gets interesting, because for your person, we have the elk. And for you, we have the gazelle. And I think it's interesting because we have fire here, we have earth, and we have these 2 horned creatures. And this is actually... Sometimes you see a freaking gazelle on the Empress card, and in this deck, the elk is masculine energy. It's like emperor energy. That's why we see the sun. And I'm not sure if elk go through this, so don't quote me on this, but I know that it might be elk. Maybe it's deer. Maybe it's some other horned creature. I don't know. I should probably find out. But they do shed their antlers and they go through growth, and their antlers grow back bigger and stronger. So I do feel like with these hands, the death energy, that both of you have been through transformations. And this is, you know, to me, this is union, reconnection energy. And if you're not already talking to this person, you're going to be, because this is emperor energy. So this is someone who's ready to take action, who's ready to come out of the cave. And this gazelle energy is actually empress energy. And it's listening to your intuition. It's trusting the vibrations, you know? Like if you think about this gazelle, you see this gazelle laying on the ground, very grounded, very tapped into the earth's vibrations, so that if a predator comes, if someone's approaching, they can feel it. So it's very much empress energy, you know. Again, we see this gazelle laying down, almost waiting for this elk to come towards them. Anyway, I just couldn't ignore it. I couldn't ignore it. It was too much to ignore. I had to take all the cards. And, you know, anyway. There we go. So let's get into the tarot. If that sounds like you and your person, let's get into the tarot. What? What? What is wrong with me? That's union. That's union energy. Four of Wands. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. When that came out, I started crying. Like, you know how when you're at a wedding, you cry? Right before I came to do this reading, that like not your pile, but the whole reading, I was actually watching, I was watching Love is Blind Brazil, I believe. Anyway, I'm like sitting here dabbing my tears like I'm at a wedding. And that's when I was watching it, I was noticing how many people were like dabbing their tears away at the wedding. That is really interesting to me because I said this feels like reconnection. This feels like union energy to me. And like when that card, Four of Wands, like I'm having an emotional reaction to this card and this card. So very interesting. Three of Wands, forward movement, progression, you know, I just heard finally. Whew. Forward movement towards union. It's right there. Wow. So let's see. We have the end of blockages. Five of Wands in reverse. Like, come on now. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands in reverse. 3, 4, 5, you're on the right path. What comes next? Six of Wands, which is success and victory. It's social, not social. What am I talking about? It's public recognition, you know, as a couple. Victory after a long journey. The Lovers! You guys, I told you. Well then, Spirit really did save the best for last today. We have the Fool, you guys. Why am I having this reaction? Getting ready to come out of that cave, take a leap of faith, union, lovers, the Fool. I mean, come on. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Ah. So that wanted to come off in my hand again. Just, you know, it got caught in my ring. So Spirit really wants you to know that. Ace of Wands, action. I think it's interesting how many wands we have. 1, 3, 4, 5 we had. 1, 3, 4, 5 and wands. And we have the Page of Swords, so it feels like perhaps a lesson has been learned and this is about to happen. You know, what did I say? Someone getting ready to take action if they haven't already. Ace of Wands and Page of Swords, for some of you, you're already talking to this person in small ways, you know? Like online. Like maybe you're not seeing them. The World, I told you. Online, oh my gosh. So maybe you're not seeing them face to face yet, but for some of you, you're already connecting. For some of you, you're connecting in the 5D, so you could be having dreams of this person. But this is someone getting ready to take action. So let's see their thoughts about this. I can't wait. Let's see their thoughts about you. How are they thinking about this connection right now? So we do have... I'm not going to take all these. Whew. That, it's like your person is like all fire, 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 and now it's all air, air, air. I'm not going to take all these. I will take this one. But we do have this energy, Six of Swords, for how they're thinking about this connection. They're thinking a lot. Remember, I said King of Swords, and now we have all these swords. This is someone who's had an awakening. This is someone who, you know... I see that as the sun. So this is someone who has clarity through a break, through retreat, just like that golden egg. We have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the end of, like, this person doesn't want to be stuck anymore. This is someone who wants to take action, bring you clarity, communicate. And look at that sun. That's the same sun that's in this Elk card. So it's definitely someone ready to, you know, shed that past version of themselves, whatever it is, to take action towards you here. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Four of Swords. So coming out of stagnant energy with, you know, communication and clarity. Now, one thing I am seeing, because I'm not going to take all these, on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is someone who does still have some insecurities about this connection and about reconnecting with you, whatever that means. We have the Star. So they're thinking, you know, they still have hope for this connection, but there's insecurity, Page of Cups in reverse. There's like a vulnerable, they want to be vulnerable with you, but they're feeling shy. So, you know, actually for how they're thinking about this connection, if you are someone who is talking to this person right now and you feel like they're holding back, it's because they're scared. It's because they're feeling insecure and they don't want to take it too quickly. For the Star, it shows this person still feels attached to your energy. They think about you all the time, you know. They could watch you online with the Star and they feel like this, they could feel like this is fated, you know. They think that you're their wish fulfillment. You think, they think that there's still hope for this connection, you know, and that I feel like they think that they've healed enough to finally reconnect with you is what I'm hearing. Let's see how they're feeling about this connection. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So remember I said that Ace of Pentacles, I feel like this has grown over time. Like I feel like you and this person have been through a lot because like I said, at the bottom of this card, I see the seed, which is the start. It's the beginning. So I feel like maybe even years ago is when this started between you. This person feels like you're their long-term person. You know, they see long-term potential with you. And I can see it with the Elk card because this is someone who, you know, can be a parental figure, wants to start a family. Interesting. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this person is feeling like it's time for this new beginning. They also feel like, you know, maybe this was planted and cut down, but it's still there. It's still growing. Very interesting. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. Didn't want to come out. So we have Judgment and the Ace of Cups. And interesting, I was seeing that this person could feel conflicted about coming towards you because the Five of Swords flipped out as well. And that can be, you know, that can be conflict. That can be self-sabotage, you know. So it's possible that it didn't come out though. And so I do feel like maybe your person has some subconscious fears when it comes to this connection. I'm actually seeing a card I have that this person may have subconscious fears that are affecting their ability to attract love and abundance. I know. But that's what I'm hearing with that Five of Swords. They do feel they want this renewal. These are two cards about renewal. So they do want this renewal with you. Fresh start, Ace of Cups, an emotional awakening. And Judgment, it does show that this person feels like it's time to put this into action, you know, and invest in this long term, bring in this offer, follow their heart to you. This Judgment card can be about taking accountability. So remember, I was saying I was seeing the King of Swords there. And the King, sorry, I'm just wiping my nose. The King of Swords is, you know, someone who comes towards you with truth and clarity, taking accountability. I want to get one more for how they're feeling about you. I told you, I friggin' told you. That was weird because in every other pile after 3 cards I was done, but Spirit said just get one more for how they're feeling about you. King of Swords. Sign. Truth, I mean, sign, whatever, confirmation. And look, what was I saying? King of Swords, clarity after reflection. Four of Swords energy. So this is someone who's feeling they're ready to bring you clarity. The Sun. I love it. I love that confirmation. That's beautiful. Beautiful confirmation. Let's see their intentions towards you. Let's see their intentions towards you. Interesting. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is about bringing clarity. I don't want to take all these. So we have Seven of Cups in reverse. So their intentions are to bring you clarity. And look, oh my gosh, this is magic. This is freaking magical, okay? Their intentions are to come out of this reflection and bring you clarity. Look at this imagery that keeps popping up, and the synchronicities are insane. You could be seeing crazy synchronicities about this person right now, and I feel like they're seeing the same. Just because I am seeing so many synchronicities myself in this reading, which makes me feel like these synchronicities are manifesting in the 3D for both of you. And that's what I meant about communication through the 5D, synchronicities. Anyway, their intentions are to bring you clarity about this and to make a decision, to prioritize a cup here, to choose a cup for some of you, to release the past. I don't know why I'm hearing that. For some of you, maybe this person had like an ex in their past. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It could also be if this is someone who has kids with someone else, it could be that they're bringing you clarity that, you know, there's nothing going on with that person they share children with. I think it's pile 3. It is pile 3, so I'm going to ramble a little. But when I was doing personal readings, I'm not right now because I feel like I can help more people this way. I do personal readings when I feel called to, and right now I don't feel called to. But when I did do personal readings, I found a lot of people worried when they had a partner that had kids with someone else, or even a partner that was living with someone else. And their fear was, well, they're living together, they share children together, they're doing activities together, there must be something more there. And I just feel, for some reason, I don't know why it's coming out in this pile, but that is fear-based thinking. That isn't reality. Am I saying that everybody who lives with their ex to raise their children together are, you know, not canoodling with each other? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, as someone who, you know, shares children with someone, and we have a completely platonic connection, and we share a home, I just feel like it's an important thing to say that a lot of that energy is, and worry about if they're still with their person or have a romantic attachment to the parent of their children, is just fear. It's fear-based thinking. It's jealousy and fear within you. And, you know, whenever someone would tell me I was jealous, I would get incredibly triggered because I had low self-esteem and I was jealous. So anyway, just remember that. I don't know why that came up. It was just this clarity about love. The 1 cup, Ace of Cups, coming towards you. And then I saw the 6 of Cups turn down. And looking at that Elk card, I thought maybe this person has an ex in their life that they need to have in their life because they have children, for example, or a business. And to me, it looks like those cups are turned over. So there's nothing happening there. This cup is for you. I just wanted to bring that up in case anybody resonated with that message, because I was hearing it, you know. Just because 2 people raise kids together doesn't mean they're, you know, doing things together. We also have 9 of Wands on the bottom, which is the energy of not giving up. So this person's intentions, they're not giving up here. You know, they've come this far. They're not giving up. They have hope and determination for this. 9 of Wands. They want to fight for this. Let's see their next actions. Three of Pentacles wanting to work it out. I told you. Let's get one more. Three of Pentacles wanting to overcome obstacles, wanting to work things out. Six of Cups, reconnection, hearing from them. And no, I'm not talking about that past energy I was just talking about. That was a channeled message for somebody who's worried about this person being parents with someone else. But for actions, that is someone reconnecting with you. That's hearing from this person. That's them coming out of the cave, wanting, like I said, I was feeling union. Six of Cups can be reunion, reconciliation energy if you can work it out. This is this person coming towards you, and if you can work it out and reconnect, then it can result in union. Oh my gosh, we have the Lovers. I didn't even see that. Yeah. Anyway, that's just confirmation. High Priestess. So maybe you don't see this coming. I think you do. But this could also be this person revealing something to you, you know? High Priestess, revealing how they feel. Anyway, they're taking action here. They're coming towards you. And if you're already talking, we see this connection, continued action. You continue working together, cooperating, reconnecting, aligning. Beautiful. I love it. Let's see near future energy of this connection, please, Spirit. Near future energy of this connection. We have the Daughter of Cups coming out in the upright and the Six of Wands. And what did I say about the wands in the beginning? 3, 4, 5, 5 in reverse. End of blockages. What comes next? Six of Wands. So in the near future, we do see, you know, perhaps something impossible coming into fruition, you know. The Daughter of Cups can be like, or the Page of Cups can be a surprise. It can be something that you didn't think could happen, happening. I know it's a page, so it's meant to be a small offer, but it also, the meaning of the Page of Wands has to do with intuition and dreams coming true and like magical gifts from the universe. And again, Six of Wands, rising above conflict, even transformation with this butterfly, being recognized as perhaps a couple on social media. What advice do you need about this person? We have the Seven of Wands. So this person, you know, if you want this, Spirit says you can have it. This may be, Seven of Wands is about perseverance. So what I'm hearing, I'm actually being called to a very specific meaning of this card. And it talks about how you've passed the challenges, you've passed the tests, those Five of Wands, you've overcome them. And what comes next is communication, is forward movement, is rapid growth. And the Seven of Wands can be about preparing for that. It can also be that energy that you've passed the tests, you've got this now. I just want to see, what is that card? That was weird. It disappeared. I just saw a card. It was that card, Justice, poking out. What was I going to look at? I said a very specific meaning. Which one is it? It's this one. If any of you have seen me using the holographic deck that I have, or whatever it is, this one. Oh, it's just... Oh. Hang on. Oh my freaking gosh. Do you realize what I just did? I was being called, again, synchronicity is important in this pile. I was being called to the Seven of Wands meaning behind this book. And when I picked it up, I was reminded that so many of you have asked about this holographic deck and where I got it. So I was about to tell you, I got it from Tarot Stack. Buy the real thing. There's ripoffs of this person's deck on Amazon, and I hate it. I hate seeing the little cheap, faded not fated, faded cards of like people who have ripped this creator off. Anyway, makes me mad. But anyway, I was called to bring out this, and I thought, oh, I'll just show you the cards I mean. And I grabbed 3 cards off the top of the deck, which is in a little holder at the back of my shelf. And I pulled the Emperor, which is the Emperor, and let me make sure I'm not, make sure you can see that. The Pelican and the Emperor getting ready to make their move. I can't ignore this, that I just pulled these cards. We have the King of Swords. How many times did I talk about the King of Swords? And we have the Elementalist, which is, you know, the King of Swords. Anyway. And then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is reconnection. It's getting back together. I just can't even believe those are the 3 cards that I pulled off the top of that deck. But your advice, 7 of Wands. Like I said, I wanted to get it from this deck. 7 of Embers. Challenge, perseverance, staying the course, self-preservation. The 7 of Embers and Wands is a card of preservation and perseverance and self-preservation. The blazing phoenix rises out of the book of the universe as a figure leaps effortlessly across the wands in the water. You have been faced with a challenge and you have maintained control. Continue to stay the course and you will be rewarded. So you've passed some type of test. Now I need to get the 7 of Wands. Just give me a few moments. Again, patience. Perhaps patience was a major lesson for you. I'm trying to find the 7 of Wands. Seven of Lotuses, 7 of Swords. Where are you, 7 of Wands? It's just, I'm reading you there we go. I'm reading you the energy of this card, but you can't see it. So it talked about a lesson being learned and you rising and turning into this phoenix. And then you know you have that phoenix within you. You've learned your lessons and you have faith that you can stay this course and make it. So anyway, that's your advice. You've got this. Anyway, I'm going to end the tarot there because that's where it wants to end. And I will get you a few channeled messages from your person. Where's the deck I was using? It's right here. So let's just do a shuffle. And then we're just going to get a couple cards, channeled messages from this person. I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside. So this person may be even putting on a front that they don't even have any interest in you. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. Emperor, Empress energy. Because you know who can put the Emperor in their place? The Empress or the Queen of Swords. Do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. So this is someone who's curious about, you know, how you're doing if you think of them. I'm starting to panic. It's been so long since I've seen or heard your voice. Karmic partner interference. So remember that 6 of Cups, all those cups are down. I said perhaps, you know, perhaps this person, there was third-party interference. I just saw 4334 on the timer. So if you are near a device, which you are because you're watching this, look up 4334 for angel number. I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. So that is your reading, my friends. I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.